Wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. Very warm welcome here in our studios in Munich Commodity TV, and it's my pleasure and honor here in one of our new studios here now to do the first talk with a well-known person. He was several times already here, Björn Paffrath, who is a fund advisor, who is a very active investor, and also the founder and chief editor of a very well-known gold newsletter. Björn.
Thank you, Johan. Thank you for having us here again.
Yeah, fantastic that you are here again. The last time we spoke, I think, was several months ago, and you predicted, well, gold will go down again. Now here, 20th July today, gold was a disaster tonight, $1,071 in Japan. How, did you behave? How did you act in the funds? What have you done?
Yeah, thank you for having us here, Jochen. Of course, the last several months were very hard for the gold investor. Beginning of the year, we had a little bit good investment themes when we had quite a sharp uprise in the indices, but that was only short term, and now we're here again. Probably gold going towards thousands, as everybody says. It's not so hard to predict it. No one has a glass ball, but if the dollar goes stronger, obviously we could go below $1,000, and that's what we expected. And nevertheless, you have to trade a lot, as we said back there. You have to be very careful on your limits and take chances, but it wasn't the right time for a buy and hold strategy. Maybe now over the next month, beginning into next year, you see massive buying opportunities. We have seen that the last couple of years as well, but it's just the right timing. No one wants gold stocks right now, although the world is upside down, and I think really now is the time to look at these equities a little bit more in depth and see who will survive, who did the homework, and I'm sure there will be a couple one coming out stronger.
The last time we spoke about, of course, gold mining, that's one thing, but also on the other hand, we spoke about toll milling, which is, let's say, quite a new sector in Peru. And I think this is maybe one of your touch points of your strategy, to go a bit against the falling gold price, because as I understood toll milling, there is no direct connection to a falling gold price. Is that right?
Not quite. Of course, your margins go down a bit if the gold price comes down. But we saw this coming and said we need a different investment strategy, meaning more cash, more trading, and seeing other opportunities. One of them back then was definitely investing in a company called Dynacor in Peru, who did very well. They are a toll miller who buy the ore from the small-scale miners, process it, and sell it again. Lately, they had a couple problems. One of the hedge funds in New York went against them because the management has only a few shares, really, in their opinion, too less, and we think it the same. I mean, if you have a company, you should be dedicated, you should have and own some shares of your own company. So, but that was the raw model for us to seek future investments. So we put a lot of money into this sector in Peru and in Mexico. And Peru, there's no secret about it. Obviously, we financed most of the money that went into Inca One Gold, a nice little toll miller in Peru, which now is at 100 tons capacity. They bought a small little plant and built it up with our money. We're very, very close and make sure our money works well there, and we invested basically in a great management team, and that was far away when now everybody in cities like Vancouver thinks toll milling is a good promo show, but in fact it's really hard to get it going, and so there will be only a few companies surviving this sector. As I said, Dynacor is the leader with their 240 tons or plus now, and they get a new plant in Chala now, and we'll build that up over the next years. But I think, the only other Canadian listed company who really makes money is Inca One these days. And obviously Anthem made some good news with buying all this capacity. So I think that's the three. Dynacor Producers has to fight off the hedge funds and see if they want to increase their share positions and be a bit more nicer to the shareholders in the end, maybe with a dividend, we don't know. And Inca One has just proven that they can really get along, and especially with the amount of money we only give them. We were only giving them as much money as they needed, so that mistakes are limited, hopefully. And what we saw was really an excellent management team executing. And for Anthem, we have to see where they go. But so far, they have good backers. They have done good things, but they still have to prove it. That was my pick of the tall milling sector in Peru. And as I said, there's a lot promotion going on. Suddenly, there's more companies in the tall milling space than I've seen over the last years. And investors have to watch very closely if they can go there.
Yeah, but tall milling is not that easy to copy like with the marijuana business or whatever, because this is something which was also inflated in to me, unbelievable way. I think tall milling is a really tough business on the one hand, but a very strict business. You need relationships, you need good management, you need the right people on site, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would say we call ourselves experts in this business now as it comes to investing. We're doing this since 2 years and more than 2 years actually. We recently put a lot of money in Mexico in another tall mill, more on the base metal side there. But they still have to build it up and prove the way and get there where Inca is. But it's the same ingredients. You need a great management team who really works on the projects, gets the right team in Peru especially, you know. It's not that you can work this from the Canada headquarters.
You have to be there.
You have to be there or have a trustful team down there. And I have not seen anybody working like Ed and George at Inca. They built a fantastic team in Peru, which we met already, mostly ex-Barrick guys. One could say the big mines have nothing to do with the small operations there, but that's not the true. You need people who are dedicated and who can run mines and know how to fix problems and understand the nature of the Peruvians as well, the workers. And the team they assembled down there with their general manager, which is Jamie Polar, incredible person, very dedicated. Then they brought over also a finance person from Barrick and another one. So I think the team down there looks fantastic, and there's no one who could match them as I can see it right now. And what they built up in this small amount of time was very surprising to us. I mean, sales, they reported more than 6 million in sales. I think right now, July, August, we're going really hitting 10 million in sales. And margins improvement, step by step, everything was done the right way and reported to us. So we feel very, very comfortable with our investment.
Where do you see from, let's say, the investor perspective, but also from the professional perspective, the real challenge in tall milling? What is the biggest challenge? Is it the ore, to secure the ore supply? Is it to get the people together, or is a mixture out of that?
There's many challenges, and most people don't even understand it. When you look around and see people talking about it, it feels like it is easy, but it's not. It starts with the right team, with the right mill, with the permits, good relationships with the government. Of course, the ore buying is a key, that you get a great ore buying team. That took a while for Inca. Now they have, I would say, so much success in this space that they even could buy a lot more ore, but it's all a function of money. All we see is that this business is sucking up a lot of money in the beginning till you get it done. If you, for example, buy ore, which is, let's say, a ton by $800 around, the higher grade material down there, then you get 100 tons a day, it's $80,000 a day. If you get 200 tons delivered because you want to stockpile, then you're at $160,000 a day. Then you have to run everything, pay the personnel. So most of these young companies don't even understand how much money is needed, and there's a lot more hidden costs, I can say, in this business. And of course, in the end, it comes to the people working on it. So it's very difficult to get these things going, and a lot of mistakes can happen. And I would say you have to fine-tune it a lot. And so that's why we're even more happy to have an investment that really made a return, not only on the stock side, but also for us as debt investors. And with a cash flowing company, we don't have any problems putting debt on, especially we don't want the dilution in the company. And so far so good, I would say.
Very good. So I would say Inca One is so far a very good success. They have delivered. They have put the money where they have put their mouths, because the management still owns like 16, 17% or something, I would say. And let's talk about your second company, Cyprium. Just maybe 1-2 sentences to that, because this is a bit more earlier stage.
Yeah,
and you have
absolutely.
started to finance them, and it's Mexico also, right?
Yeah, after we've seen the success which is possible with Inca One, the right people, the management, and as you said, the management owns up to 16-17% and is buying more. That's what we like. They're aligned with the shareholders. They're not crazy with their salaries. They actually
Not wasting money.
Not wasting money. That's why we give them the financing piece by piece, or our groups, or people who like to invest in that sector. I mean, we get a lot of calls asking for advice in the sector. Want us as their consultants in this tall milling business. As I said, you can't put your money everywhere. We see only a couple companies in this sector in Peru who will have success. I named them already. After this, we said, okay, let's follow this model, and we found a group of investors, including ourselves, who said, let's copy this success in Mexico with the tall milling side there, more on the base metal side. Again, you name gold or base metals. In the end, it's a more an industry. It's about buying it, processing, selling it with a nice margin. These little guys who sit on their claims and get the high-grade material out, they have to do it anyway. It doesn't matter if gold is 1,000, 1,900, 800. Same for
because they live
silver.
out of it, right?
Yeah, they will deliver it, and it's like agriculture guys who have to bring the potatoes out, so they will deliver and have to. So the business is a bit robust against the falling prices right now in the metal sector and the precious metals, of course. So we had another opportunity in Mexico with a proven management, with a nice area, and I can't say too much because it looks like the company is in a bit in a turning phase, very important. They're about to make a couple good deals.
So good news flow is coming.
I hope so. As I said, we only are investors, of course, but the management laid out the plan when we said we're gonna invest this money at the beginning around PDAC, I think, and so it comes in stages. They had to change a bit around, get the CEO off, and because there's a different direction now, and we're very happy so far. And if they follow Inca One's footsteps, then we definitely have another success story. Overall, in this market, it's better to be invested in such companies who cash flowing and where you're able to work with the management and control your investment than to give it to explorers or even juniors who don't know if they will find something or when the money flow dries up. There will be a time for this investment, but right now it's still not the right time in our view.
Okay, super. Björn, thank you very much for that.
Thank
and all the best and success with your investments.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jochen.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Björn Paffrath. Well, you heard it, 2 toll milling stories. Well, I would say Peru and Mexico are really the right places to do it. And what is really for sure, the management is in the company, invested. They hold 16 up to 20% in each company. And this is something what, Björn obviously likes, of course, and that's why he and his group finance those companies. And in addition, also, it is important to have companies who are doing and having a cash flow, especially with those horrible bounces in gold and silver, or let's say even in all the metals. And this is the right time. Toll milling is not an easy business, but there are some companies who did it really right. You heard about it. Thanks, and bye-bye from Munich.